Hey guys, welcome back to the 411 on Tech. Today we're reviewing the Jabra Evolve 75 Bluetooth wireless headset. These come in at $293 for the headset, or $346 if you want to include the charging stand. You can find them below MSRP though. There's a very good and reliable seller on eBay that gets a lot of these in and sells them for below MSRP. And you can also find them on Amazon below MSRP as well. Links will be in the description below. Now, like many of you over the last year and a half, we've been home more doing things virtually versus in person, and we share a home office. So, as you can imagine, that can lead to some challenges, and we needed a good solution. Working from home or in an office environment can have many distractions, decreasing productivity. This headset has helped us out in our situation, and we think it could be a good solution for you too. So without further ado, we're going to get into it right after this.
Okay guys, so first up, design. It has a very non-gamer aesthetic, very minimalist, classy, very office-oriented design. So it's not loud or out there. It's primarily black, has some silver and red accents on it. It's a mixture of hard black plastic, and then the headband is really nice to touch. It's like a rubber silicone kind of feel on there. It looks very premium, and in my opinion, it's very well made. It doesn't feel like it's going to break.
Yeah, and it's also very lightweight too, so it's coming in at about 6 ounces, and the ear cups are really nice as well. They have this faux kind of leatherette material, and then this interior cloth mesh, which should help with breathability. And the padding is really nice too. It has a good amount of padding, and we didn't experience any pressure on our ears or anything like that, and even over an extended period of time, so several hours during the day. So the ear cups are very, very nice.
Okay, so the headband, like I mentioned before, the headband is like a rubber silicone kind of feel, and there's a sufficient amount of cushion here. I didn't feel any pressure on the crown of my head when I was wearing it for an extended amount of time. And you can adjust it to different size heads, so that's nice. So it's going to fit a large variety of people. And it has the boom mic, goes down to unmute, and you go up to mute, and it has a magnet, so when you're not using it, it can just stay in place. You don't have to worry about it flopping around or getting damaged. And the boom mic is a little bit flexible, so you can move it a little bit to where your mouth is. So that's also nice to have.
Now let's talk about controls. Most of your controls are going to be here on your right ear cup. You have your power on and off, which also pairs as your Bluetooth pairing switch. And then you have your main button here, which is in the center of the ear cup. Now this is a button you're going to be using to answer and end calls. If you're in a call, you can tap to end the call. And it also, if you're working with Microsoft Teams, it also opens up your Microsoft Team notifications, which Damien will talk more about later. Now, if you're listening to music with these, it's also your play and pause, where you can play and pause your music. And you also have on the center ear cup here is your volume up and down. Now these also double as track navigation. So if you want to go to your next track, you hold the volume up, and if you want to go back to your previous track, you want to hold the volume down. Now you also have a mute button, which again, the boom mic does it, but I guess if you want a more manual button to do it, that is your mute button as well for mute and unmute. And if you're not listening to any music and you're not in a call, it also doubles as your voice assistant, so you can activate your voice assistant, which is a nice touch. And then you also have your USB charging port, so you can charge these guys up, and it is micro USB. Now you also have a number of indicator and status lights. On the right ear cup, you have your battery status light. If your battery is fully charged, it's going to display green. If it's medium, it'll be yellow. If it's lower charging, it'll be red. And if it's blinking red, that means that it's critically low. You also have your Bluetooth LED. And another nice feature on these is you have a busy light, which is basically your do not disturb. So if you're in a meeting, in an office, or at home, hopefully your kids or your workmates won't disturb you. They'll see that red light and know that you're in a call. Now on the left ear, you also have a center button, This is for listen in, which is another great feature. So instead of having to take off your headphones, you can hit that button and you'll be able to hear your surroundings. So that's really nice. And on the bottom here is your ANC, your active noise canceling button. So that's how you can turn that on and off. So those are your controls.
All right, another feature of these is that it folds flat. You can see you have them on like this, and then they fold. I would like them to fold out, but they fold in, and you can put them down. So you can put them down on the desk, like so. It also comes with a case for travel. So it's a nice, hard clamshell case that it comes with, and you can use this for travel. So inside, you will want to fold it flat like this, and there's a spot for the USB dongle that it connects with. And there's also a pouch for your cables here. So, a nice case, you can, put it in like a travel bag, a backpack or something like that. You don't have to worry about it getting damaged with this case. So that's nice that that's included with your purchase. Okay guys, so let's talk about some of the features. This comes in two versions. One that is certified and optimized for Microsoft Teams and Skype, and the other one's the Unified Communications version. And they're both the same price. However, the one that is Microsoft optimized, it has it's automatically going to be selected as like the default audio device in those programs like Microsoft Teams and Skype. It also is going to be automatically integrated with features to like answer and end calls in those suites, and to adjust the volume, and to mute and unmute.
Yeah, and to get your Microsoft Team notifications as well, like I mentioned earlier.
Another good feature is that this is easy to connect. It already comes paired with the Bluetooth dongle, so very simple. The active noise cancellation on these, it's not as good as over the ear as far as like drowning out to that level like a Bose or a Sony or something like that. But it does do a good job of drowning out like the low frequency sounds like the hum of the HVAC or computer fans, or just any kind of like room level noise is going to drown that out.
And you have that listen in feature like I mentioned before. So all you have to do is hit the button on the left ear cup. You'll be able to hear your surroundings without having to take your headset off. Now, as we mentioned, these are Bluetooth. If you're connected to one of your devices, you have 30 feet distance. And if you're connected to the USB dongle, you have 100 feet distance. So if you need to go to the water cooler, you're in an office setting, you have 100 feet distance there.
You can also pair two devices with this headset. One can be paired via the USB dongle, and then you'll be able to interact with things like Zoom. And then you can also pair a second device over Bluetooth by holding the power Bluetooth slider. You just hold it over for 3 seconds and you get into pairing mode. You'll hear an audible cue on the headset that you're in pairing mode. It'll ask you to go to the Bluetooth settings of your device and select the device, and then once you do that, you click pair, and then you have two devices paired. Your phone, so you can be listening to music while you're working. You get a call, it'll shut the music off, and you go back to your Zoom call. So that's really nice to have two things. I think that should be the standard for all headphones and headsets, having two devices at the same time paired up.
Now it also has voice guidance features, so it'll tell you when you first turn it on if you're muted or unmuted. It'll tell you how many devices, 1 or 2, that you're connected to. And also, like you mentioned, walk you through pairing of the Bluetooth and stuff like that. So it's nice to have those voice guidance indicators, and you can also turn them off too if you don't want them. Now, battery life, Jabra estimates that you can get up to 18 hours of talk time, 17 hours of music, and 15 days of standby. And it takes about 3 hours to fully charge.
You can get this headset with or without a charging dock. The charging dock is $50. It doesn't charge the headset any quicker, but it just looks nice on your desk. It's a cleaner look. And it's a nice place, if this is going to be living at your desk, it's a nice place to put them instead of just having them lying flat on your desk. Yeah. It's a nice stand and doubles as a holder to hold them. I think that looks really nice. Another nice feature is that these ear cups, they are replaceable, and you just twist it counterclockwise and it comes off. We tried it once. It's a little difficult to get them back on, but you twist it counterclockwise, it comes off. And Jabra sells a set of 3 for $63, which is a little on the pricey side. You get a set of 3. So if you got your ears sweat a lot and these get really gross and cleaning them off doesn't like get them back nice, you can get a set of 3 for $63. I did see them on Amazon for around $48, so you know it's a little bit cheaper. Seems kind of pricey, so hopefully the set that comes lasts you a little while before you have to replace them.
Yeah, but it is nice that you can replace them because a lot of headphones, like you can't always replace them. Yeah. So, and these you're going to be wearing, you know, several hours in a day, day after day. So it's nice that you have that ability to replace them.
Definitely.
And you also have the Jabra Direct app, which is for PC and Mac, and that allows you to have a more personalized experience. You can change settings, like your sound signature with the tone settings. So if you like more bass or more treble, you can change that. And you can also use it to update your firmware.
So one of the big things with any headset is going to be the sound quality. Now on calls, the calls were clear and crisp. I didn't hear like nothing sound statically or muffled, so that was good. People could hear me talking into the mic, very clear. It has HD voice if your device supports that. I know like on our Pixel phones it'll say like HD audio, so you get even nicer sound coming through the headset onto your device that way. The noise canceling is decent. Once again, not as good as over the ear, but it does help to mute, you know, that background noise, and so that definitely helps you focus what you're listening to and who you're talking to on the headset. Now we're going to throw up a mic test right here so you can hear what the mic sounds like. This is a sample of the Jabra Evolve 75 microphone sound. This is what the microphone picks up in a typical office setting where you have computers running, HVAC. Now I will type on the keyboard so you can hear that as well. And there's also a setting that you can turn on in the settings. I believe it's on by default, where you can hear yourself talking into the mic, so you'll be able to hear yourself in the headset, which is it's nice because you know you can't hear yourself talking. Sometimes you might talk too loud. It's clear. There's no feedback, no distortion. Another surprise, because we're mostly going to use this for like Zoom calls and seminars and things like that, was the music performance. You know, if you want to listen to some music while you're on a Zoom call and you don't need to be talking, the music quality is really good. It's really surprisingly good, you know, for given the size and everything like that. I didn't really expect, you know, because basically we just got this for office functions, for like Zoom meetings and things like that, but it's really good. The bass was better than expected, and that was just in the normal tone setting sound signature. If we turn it up to the bass, it you know, it's even more. So you know, it's really nice. Instrumental things. I listened to Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries, and that sounded really good. You know, some of the classical music, any kind of acoustic stuff sounded good, and it also has the bass if you want to listen to something that's bass heavy, maybe like a hip hop track or something like that. So sound quality is really good, both call and music, and you know, sounded really good.
Alright, now on to final thoughts. What I really liked is that they were very, very comfortable, especially the headband. Like, I really like that the headband is that rubbery kind of silicone texture. No pressure on our head whatsoever. Like, I didn't have any fatigue, you know, wearing it over a long period of time. And you know, the ear cups are very, very comfortable, which was nice. Sometimes like you have like the over ears, and if it's not deep enough, that can cause some fatigue. So these were very, very comfortable. And also, like Damien mentioned, it has excellent call quality, and the music sound, like if you're listening to music, has very good sound separation, and the bass was surprising. Because, you know, this is more geared towards, you know, conference calls and the enterprise and stuff like that. So it was a little unexpected that the music was so good. So that was really nice. But now these are kind of pricey. I mean, it's $293 just for the headset, and if you want the, you know, the charging stand with it, it's another like $50 or so. But I mean, you get what you pay for. Like, they're really good quality, super comfortable. Like, if you really want a nice, comfortable headset that sounds good, this is really nice to have. So I give it a 9. I would give it a 10 if the price was a little bit lower. But again, you know, like I mentioned earlier, you can find these, you know, on Amazon or eBay for cheaper. So if you can get them for a different price, honestly, I would give them a 10. Really, it's just the price.
So for my final thoughts, you know, I really like the headset. It was comfortable to wear for a long time. I really like the ease of setup. You know, it already comes paired to USB dongle, and then pairing it to your device was pretty easy. You know, just pairing that up, and you have two devices paired. When you want to listen to some music, the music sound quality was really nice, which was unexpected because I just mainly wanted it for like the Zoom calls and things like that. The active noise cancellation, it was good. It wasn't as good as over the ear, but it does help to drown out like the room noise. So that was decent, and also the comfort in one ear was good. Now, just like you mentioned, the only thing I don't like is the price. So if you can get it, through the eBay seller or on Amazon below MSRP, that would be nice to be able to get them. So with that, I'm gonna also be giving it a 9. I would give it a 10, like you mentioned, if it wasn't for the price. But it's pretty nice, just easily have that mute, unmute, because if you use things like your Bose, then the microphone is not easy to like mute and unmute. So those are our thoughts on this headset. So if you're looking for like a enterprise office level headset to use, the Jabra Evolve 75 should be on your short list of headsets to look at. And do remember to subscribe, like, and comment down below for more content like this. We love bringing you guys these videos, and we're going to see you guys in the next one.
Bye. We need a bigger room. Are you okay?